Howdy, Possum Patty and Little Miss TT here. And we have this week's Friday Fun Finds from the Dollar Tree. Come on along. So we were actually out of town. And as we were traveling down the highway, I do work on my slow stitch journal. I had found these little fabric bunnies at the Dollar Tree, and I put one on a snap and I put it on a page in my slow stitch journal. So while we were out of town, I decided to pop into a different Dollar Tree and see if there was anything else that perhaps I could use in my slow stitch journal. So I'm going to share with you what I found today. If you are a new Possum Peep, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my Just Because slow stitch journal. If you're an awesome Possum Peep, you will recognize this journal and note that it is almost completely full. Yes, it's taken me a couple of years. Now, a slow stitch journal, it's just a journal with fabric pages on which you can stitch to your heart's content. And it doesn't have to be, any kind of perfect cross stitch or any kind of fancy embroidery stitch. It's just sort of intuitive, free stitching. Pay more attention to the process than the outcome. And you can put in a slow stitch journal anything you want to. You can practice your embroidery stitches. You can put in scraps of material that you really love. You can cut up material and make little pictures out of it. This was a garden flag that I cut up. I made a little story. I put in appliques and laces and ribbons and trims and beads, and this is eyelash yarn, and then I put in some pins and some ribbons. Now these pages are doubled up, so I embroider on this piece of fabric and I embroider on this piece of fabric, and most of the pages have a little bit of cotton batting in the middle before I sew them together. And I've started collecting these color registration marks that you find on the selvage of the material. So there was one back here, right there, under these buttons. And there's a little bit of one right there. Trying out different threads and inking on material. Just having fun. Some people were doing birdhouses on YouTube, and I just copied the idea. Just stitching on some fabric. Making fun little bugs. Oh, today I was working on this little owl. And I was trying to do these little tiny stitches for the eyes and the beak. And I found that tiny stitches are hard to do in the car. Doing little tiny bits is hard. Like this was much easier. Very large. I can see it, no problem. But riding along in the bumpy car, yeah. But that's okay. He's a little wonky, but I love him anyway. And I did put his color registration tag over here on this side. This is the same material that he's made out of. And the background does have some stitches on it, just some autumn foliage there. This was gifted to me, and I added this heart underneath. I think I'm going to put some trim or ribbon along the side there also. And this tag was gifted to me, and it's made out of fabric. So if you send me something made out of fabric, I'm going to try to get it into my slow stitch journal. And there's my bird clock. It's the Oriole O clock. Some gnome ribbon sent to me by Denise. I'm trying to remember to put people's names in here too, because I'm so bad at that. Like this is from Angie. This mushroom tag. And then this is a mushroom I made out of Cranston Printworks. I'm trying to also put in, you know, like where the material was made along with the color registration marks. I think Miss TT wants to leave already. She's going to go out in the other room and visit Mr. Possum for a while. And this material was gifted to me by Janet Nash. So I put her name Janet. And this was a pin that belonged to my mom. And again, I like the words. This was made by Cranston Fabric also. And this is from Leanne. She gave me this sparkly material. I added on everything else. And also this cactus material. I made a flip there. I love interactive. Just a lot of stitching. My sister's theme for Christmas was the cardinal, because Mom had just passed, and she said, when a red bird appears, an angel is near. I have some gold. I did practice some French knots on that one and some gold thread. Some of the fabric I bought last summer at a yard sale had these really cute characters on there, sort of like a homespun look to them. And I just cut out this angel and I sewed her on with some gold X's, and I put some beads. And I tried to put the beads on very loose threads so they were sort of move around, you know. Just make the background a little dynamic with beads that move around. So I have a blank page here. So you can see here. So I'll sew on the pink one, and then I'll sew on this one, and I'll put a little piece of batting there and just sew these together. Same with this, except for in the center I have this large tree. Now I did paint this with this dye that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I started embroidering the trunk of the tree here and putting some green stitches and some gold sparkle netting up on the top. I might add a couple of more things to the bottom and then go ahead and stitch this in, because I can finish up the top anytime after it's stitched in. So that'll go in there, and then I'll have this page to do. And this was the little bunny butt I did with the little pom-pom. I made him a pocket. And again with the color registration code there. And then I've got one on this side. Now on this page I put a background, but I haven't put my focal point on it. But I just knew I wanted to get this material into the journal and have that color registration strip there. Here's my Dollar Tree bunny. And then the last page, and that's it. So as you can see, I don't have very much more to go, but I have been working on this for quite a while. I have been working on this for quite a while. So, but I can put a few more things in there. So what did I get at the Dollar Tree? So at the new Dollar Tree that I was in today, they had several boxes of material. And I went through there, and there were a few interesting things, but I had already bought so much, I couldn't buy it all. No, I didn't buy it all. And the reason I chose the honeycomb and the gray is because if you remember the Bumblebee collection that I had gotten, and how nicely this gray is going to go with this perfectly. And then the honeycomb also. So I just added two more, one pattern and one solid color, to this honeybee. It was honeybees and sunflowers, and it had the black and white check and the beehives and then the bees. So this is quite a collection. I'm going to have to put one of these in a journal. I love it so much. And maybe use some of these pages as backgrounds. So I wasn't sure this one also went with that, but I could see that it had gray. So I figured maybe some of the things in here would match it. And it is farm fresh, farm to table, and there is a bee and a beehive. So there are pumpkins on here. This doesn't look anything like the fall farm one I have though. Even though this has pumpkins, this is much lighter palette here. I mean, these are almost summer colors. Yeah, see, so I can do the gray and the yellow with this too because it's got bees on it. This bright yellow does really go nicely with these sunflowers. And of course, the gray. Now these sunflowers are completely different, but maybe the black and white, yeah, that looks nice. And maybe some bees. So I could probably mix and match. And the last one that I bought, so I picked this one up because I really love the folk art aspect of this with the acorns and the mushrooms, the bunnies. I just thought it was a really nice motif. And it reminded me of the blue gnomes, even though it doesn't go with it. It sort of reminded me of this fall one. I didn't see anything else that matched this or this one, but we shall see. I might find them yet. So that is it for the fabric. So then I decided to go over to the Easter decor section because, you know, that's where I found that blue gingham bunny. And I was going to look around for something else that I could put in my journal or use in a slow stitch project. Now, the first thing that I saw was this package of 6 gnomes. And you know, I love my gnomies. And I thought these were just adorable. And 3 have this little bunny cap on, and 3 have this Easter felt cap on. I was like, oh, I love these. And you know, sometimes I'll buy one package of something. Maybe I'll put it in a journal or something, but I'll have it as an inspiration because I'm like, oh, this looks pretty easy to make. If I had some felt, I already have this white faux fur I can use for the beard. Maybe I can make one with a braid out of yarn because these are all guys with beards here. I have pom-poms I could use for a nose. Yeah, so sometimes I'll buy one pack of something, you know, maybe put it in a journal, but then, you know, I have it as inspiration because I do like to make things myself. So after I saw these, and I'm thinking, well, they're made out of felt. There were several other things made out of felt. The bunny butts were made out of felt. Oh, and I got one more thing. I got these carrots, which were felt stickers. And I said, oh, that would be adorable. Look at that. On a page, or a bunny with the carrot. I said, oh, those are precious, right? So I could put these in a journal or in my slow stitch. And I said, these will be fun. Do a fun Easter page. And then I started noticing felt everywhere. Felt in the Easter section, felt in the spring section, felt in the crafting section. There was just felt everywhere. So I said, well, let me review the felt. I'm going to review some of this felt. So this was in the Easter section, and there are 4 pieces. Each piece is 5 by 8, and you get purple, purple polka dot, pink, and pink polka dot. It also comes in blue, a lighter blue and a darker blue. And it also comes in green and orange. And I'm thinking, well, now I have my green and orange. So if I want to do a carrot or a carrot top gnome project, I've got my felt. I said, okay, I'm going to try these out. I did not open them up yet to test them to see, you know, like how thin or thick they are. I'm going to do that in a moment. And then I saw felt rolls back over in the craft section. And you get 5 pieces, and it does not say how big they are. But we will open that up so you can see that. And I'm like, okay, that's a lot of felt. Did I find more? Yes, I did. I found felt sheets. Now you get 8 of these felt sheets, and it doesn't say how big they are, but I will measure them. And this is a multicolor pack, so we'll open it up and see what's in there and see if these are any different than the 4 pieces. And it comes in 2 color packs. So one that has a pink on the front and one that has an orange on the front. Now these are the same price. I have a feeling you're going to get a lot more felt in these packs, but they're not going to be printed like these packs. And then I found a giant piece of felt. And this one is glittered drape, and it is 40 by 40 inches, and it is soft felt. And this is also in the Easter decor. And they only had a couple colors of this one. All right, let's take a little bit closer look at the quality of the felt and how much you actually get in each pack. So in the smallest pack, where you get 4 pieces, and each piece is 5 by 8 inches. So how much is this? So if you have 5 by 8 inches on each piece, and they are 8 inches long, just about, and are just about 5 inches high, then one piece is 40 square inches. And you only get 4 of these. So 4 times 40 is 160 square inches. So in each one of these packs, you are only getting 160 square inches. And the only difference between these and any of the other felt packs is that you get 2 with dots on them. So you can probably take like a Uniball pen or a gel pen or a marker or a Posca pen or something, and for the price, draw dots, because I really don't think you're getting your money's worth here as far as the amount of felt that you're getting. The next largest sheets are the one that had 5 in a pack, and they call these the felt rolls. And each one of these, now these are squares, and they're just about 7 by 7. So 7 by 7 means 49 square inches in each, and you have 5 of these. So this pack is going to give you 245 square inches. So this pack is a much better bargain than this pack. So remember, here you're only getting 160 square inches, and in this pack you're getting 245 square inches. And you're going to have to draw your own dots. Unless you really love those dots and want to get that pack, right? That might be worth it to you. Okay, let's move on to the next size. So this one comes in a pack, again, that says felt sheet. And these are just about 8 by 12. So these are about 8 by 12. And you get 8 of these. So 8 by 12 is, each sheet is 96 square inches. And again, you get 8. So 8 times 96, you're getting 768 square inches. 768 square inches, which is even a lot more than you're getting with the felt rolls. And you're only getting 5 colors in here, although you're getting a nice variety of here. Oh, what I didn't like about opening these up is they put a tape around the middle. And when you pull off the tape, that could raise the felt a little bit and leave it a little bit fuzzier than the rest. So you have to be careful in pulling off the tape, but you do get a nice color blend this way. So let's look at the colors in the large sheets. This one had a pink on the top. This is white. This is white. And a bright green. and a yellow, and an orange, and a purple, and a blue, and like a peachy tone. So here are your colors in the pack that has the pink on the top. Pink, white, green, yellow, orange, purple, blue, and peach. And again, these are 8 by 12 inches. So let's take a peek quick and see what's in the pack that had the orange on the top. We have orange, we have a blue, a brown, a black, a green, and then a darker purple, and a darker pink, and a red. I tried to line them up so you can see the difference in some of the colors here. So this is more pastel and these are more vibrant. We have one more size to go, and so far these large sheets are your best bet unless you want to get a color family. The felt rolls are a pretty good deal, but you have to pull off the tape. The least amount for your money are the little ones in the Easter section, but you do get some patterns. All right, so let's look at the really big one, which is glittered and 40 by 40. Now the big test would be, does the glitter fall off? Some people don't like the glitter everywhere. All right, let's see. I'm opening this up. I don't see a lot of glitter. Oh, it's on the inside, and there is glitter going everywhere. Yeah, the glitter is going everywhere. Is it really loose? Oh yeah, the glitter is just coming right off. I shake this a little bit, and as you can see, look, the glitter is just coming off everywhere. Oh my goodness. So be prepared for a very big mess if you buy the drape. Again, this is called glittered drape. And I think I'm going to use this. Whoops. I think I'm going to take this outside and shake it off. And all this glitter is going to come off. And then I'm going to use this like the inside to my slow stitch journal page instead of using that very expensive cotton batting. And it is just very, very soft. I mean, I love the softness of this. So to compare the quality, I have these Creatology basic felt rectangles from Michaels, and they're about 50 cents a piece. So 2 of these together would equal like one purchase from the Dollar Tree. 9 by 12. 9 by 12 is 108. So you get 2 for $1. So that's 216 square inches for $1, which is sort of comparable to the 5-piece felt roll family. But already just picking them up, the Michaels are softer than these large sheets, and I would say thicker by at least 50%. These are softer and thicker than these. Of course, these large sheets are getting a wide variety of colors. And if you're putting it in a journal, you might not want this heavy felt anyway. You might want more colors and something a little thinner because you're going to cut it up and put it in your journal. So these large Dollar Tree felt sheets, I think, are probably a really good bet. Oh, and these smaller pieces, the quality is, they seem thicker than the large sheets and softer, but again, almost as thick as the Michaels. So the ones where you're not getting as much in a pack, might be a little bit better quality felt, so then maybe it's worth it, right? So you have to check the amount, you have to check the quality. Felt roll is about the same as this. It's different than the large sheets, thicker and softer. Okay, so I hope that'll answer all the questions you have about buying felt at the Dollar Tree. As many different kinds of felts as you can find. And I just grabbed a couple more projects that have to do with stitching. And they have a lot of these iron-on patches. Of course, you can stitch them on or iron them on material in your slow stitch journal. And as you can see, we have Saturn and Jupiter. Look at that. They have Saturn and Jupiter. Actually, they both look like Jupiter because there's the eye of Jupiter right there. And Jupiter does have rings. Yes, ma'am. Jupiter has rings. I know Saturn has rings. Jupiter has rings too. Yeah, they've discovered rings around Jupiter. These are so cute. I love these. And look at this one. I'm loving this donut and this cupcake. Oh, look at this one. Oh, sweetness on this one. And look at this one with the butterfly, the dragonfly, the bee, and the ladybug. There were more of these, but I just picked up a few to show you, and I love these because they're so fun and colorful, and these kawaii donut is just cracking me up. Oh, even the lollipop has a little kawaii face on it. Oh, and the cupcake too. So cute, so cute. And did you know Crafter Square has embroidery kits? Embroidery kits in the $1.25 section. And I picked up this really sweet little bunny blowing on the dandelion. Isn't that precious? Finished size is 4.7 inches. I guess it's a square. So it's a little under 5-inch square. And they give you the thread and instructions, back stitch, straight stitch, French knot, satin stitch. Do they tell you how to make the stitches? Do they do that? No, I guess that's something you have to already know or look up. And they give you a needle and all the colors you need. And it's on a little canvas. I thought that was so cute. Perfect size to go in my slow stitch, isn't it? I can put some more bunny pages in here. I can trim him down and put him right in my journal. And maybe with one of those felt carrots. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, so this will be a slow stitch project. And then there's this butterfly. And I believe they have large embroidery sets in the plus section where things are $3 and $5. And they come with a hoop, and I believe they were $5 for the large ones with the hoop. But I just wanted to try a little one for my slow stitch. So I got the bunny and the butterfly. And one more cross stitch. Now I've never done cross stitch before. I'm not even sure how to do it. Okay, good. They give you they give you instructions here. I'm sure people out there have done cross stitch. I mean, I have tried to do real embroidery like back in 1970s. But I don't think I've ever done a cross stitch. So they give you the little plastic canvas thing. Oh, it's not printed. I thought it was going to be printed, and you just sew on top. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So what do, folks? You just sort of follow this. Maybe you have to count. Do you count? All right, those people out there that know how to do cross stitch. Well, I guess I can Google it or find it on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Oh, can you put this on top of there? No, then you can't see. All righty. Somebody clue me in. Do I count squares? Do I start in the middle? Do I start at the top? What do I do? What do I do? I could probably do anything I want to do, can't I? It's a blank canvas. Ooh, we might be having some fun with this. Yeah, we might be having some fun with this one. Yes. Okay, so stitching and stitching and patches and felt and material, all kinds of fun for my slow stitch journal. Okay, I know that was a lot, but I wanted to do a thorough review of all that felt because I was a little bit confused about the sizes and the quality, and there were just so many different options available. And then the other things I got were just fun items for slow stitching. So I want to wish you happy retail therapy, and thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.